Hi, everybody. I am Naja, and I am a licensed acupuncturist and the founder of nourishingcompassion.org. So I am really excited to be here virtually with everybody today, dealing with, the pandemic that's currently going on. I know that, we're all becoming really creative in ways that we can connect. And I'm just really, really grateful for technology right now that I'm able to reach you all this way. So I want to thank you for just watching this video today. This whole topic, the topic today rather, is on self-love and how it can make you a more compassionate neighbor. So this topic it's a good one, because I think that especially when we're stressed, and this is a really stressful time period for all of us right now. So when we're stressed, what happens in the body is that all of our energy will just close in on itself and just kind of go into more of like a protection mode. And that's usually a response to fear, right? And that's a normal response that happens in the body. And so in order to kind of reverse that, that's like the opening up, and it's a really important thing to do, especially in times where we're stressed and where we are not really certain about what, the next day is going to bring. And this ultimately not only affects us in our physical body, but it also affects everyone else around us. So today, I just want to talk to you a little bit about how important it is to keep your heart, number one, open, and also the importance of keeping it just tender so that you can feel your emotions and therefore you're connected to the emotions of others even more. So one thing that I want to first have everybody focus on is just come to this area right in the center of your chest. Right here. A lot of us, when we do the Pledge of Allegiance, right? We put our hand over our heart, like on the left side of our heart, right? The heart is actually right in the center, so I want you to just kind of bring your attention to this area, right? This is where our hearts are. So I want you to just bring your attention here, bring your awareness here. And sometimes if we are really stressed, this area will feel like it's not attached to our body because we have shut it down, that we don't even know what this area feels like. So you can do this just simple exercises just while sitting in your chair. And you can just put your hands on your lap and you can just roll your shoulders back and down just a couple times. Just roll your shoulders back and down. All right, so we're just kind of gently opening up this upper part of our body. And then when you're ready, you can take your hands and press them into your legs so that you puff your chest open. And then on the opposite, you're gonna round and close. So you can even inhale, puff your chest open, exhale, round and fold. And just do waves of this until you're feeling more open in this area. Keeping this area open is really important when we talk about self-love and self-compassion. We have to first know where that comes from, and it comes from right here. Okay, so I already feel a little bit better. I'm hoping you guys do too. So with that, now we're going to talk about the ways that we can show ourselves some self-love. I think a lot of us have gotten in the habit of putting other people first, so much to the point where we'll put other people first till we are drained, until there is nothing left for us, for ourselves at all, and that can lead to some bitter feelings. Let's be honest, right? This is where resentment comes from. This is where anger can come from, is when you're giving too much and you're not filling yourself back up first. So just want to bring up just start to get the juices flowing on ways that you can show yourself some love. For some of us, maybe showing ourselves some love is as simple as taking a bath, having the ritual of taking a bath, or having a cup of tea, where it's just you and this warm cup of tea, and you just savor every bit of it, and you are present with that tea in that moment. Just those little bits really help to shift how you feel inside. Taking a bath and, getting in the bath and putting oils and Epsom salts and herbs if you'd like, and, just doing the ritual of actually like cleansing your skin and, thanking your body for getting you this far in life, and just worshiping yourself, in that way. It's another really good way to show yourself some self-love. Those are just really simple things to do. And also just taking time for yourself throughout your day. We get so busy, like I said, caring for other people around us, or consumed in our everyday activities, whether it's, the being attached to the news or the newspapers, or talking to family members, whatever it is, those are all great things, but you also need to just take some time for yourself. And sometimes that time could just be 1 minute, and you just take some breaths in, and then you let the breaths go out. And you can just cycle through this energy, and that can also help to just fill you up again a little bit. Also, another really great exercise that I want to share with everybody today is the ability to look in the mirror. There's one right behind me right here. To look in the mirror and do an exercise. This exercise is very simple, but it's very hard because of the way that we are in our culture. We're not really a culture that is tender to ourselves. We're just not. Especially anyone that cares for anybody else. It's just like, it's like a selfless act of like this selfless well of, where we keep giving from. So this might be really challenging for those of us that are like that. So the idea with this exercise is literally to stand in front or sit in front of the mirror, and to look yourself in the eye, like I'm looking at myself right now, and to smile if you can, and just smile your most genuine smile, and just look at yourself. And then you want to say, I love you. And you want to say it again, I love you. And you keep saying those words to yourself. And usually what I tell everyone to do is that you set a timer. Just get a little timer. You can put it on your phone for 1 minute. And you just have this 1 minute of time with you in the mirror, telling yourself that you love you. And that is enough. You say it enough, you do it enough, it will start to rewire your brain and start to get rid of all of the negative self-talk beliefs, like I am not good enough, I'm so stupid, why did I think that was going to work? Whatever we do and we say to ourselves that is more like a self-chastising way of speaking. You want to actually just sit in front of that mirror and replace those words with love. I love you. And do it for 1 minute, and you can see how much this will shift and change the way that you move throughout your day. So now that we have talked about ways to become more tender in this area, I want to share with you a really great book that actually talks all about this. And it's called The Untethered Soul by Michael A. Singer. And I've had this book on audio, so I've listened to it maybe 3 or 4 times. And what he talks about is how, in life, there are certain times when things are really hard, that our reaction, like I was saying before, is to close in, right? But the beauty of being a human and having this ability to have the awareness to drop back into that heart space and make the conscious decision to keep it open. So because when you keep your heart open, you're keeping your feelers out there, your heart. There's so much feeling in here. So you're keeping your feelers out there, and that means that you're keeping your feelers connected to everything and everyone around you, meaning your neighbors, the person that's on the other side of the wall, the person that's below you, the person that's across the street or wherever. It keeps you connected to those around you. And you keep that heart open, those feelers are out there, and they are going to be more attuned to the needs of others and more sensitive to the needs of others around you. Especially when we're going through a time like we are right now, it's really easy to shrink into this more self-centered way of being and thinking, where you're operating because you feel as though you are the most important and you need to survive, and it doesn't matter about anybody else. But I think that this is also part of the beauty of this pandemic, is that it's teaching us that we are all connected. We're all connected and we're all in this together. And so in order to keep this feeling going, how we can contribute into shifting and making sure that we are leaving a more compassionate world at the end of this pandemic is by doing just this, keeping this open. Again, this book is called The Untethered Soul, and it's by Michael A. Singer. It's a fabulous book, and I suggest that you all read it. It really changed my life once I understood the importance of operating from here and not letting fear shut this down, not letting old memories and feelings that were triggers for me to shut this down. You know, it takes a little bit of work, but he has great exercises in the book, and he walks you right through them. So I highly suggest that you take advantage of that. And just remember that we're all connected. We're all connected. So what your actions and how you're feeling inside, whether you know it or not, it's affecting everyone else around you. So when we talk about showing that self-love to us, out to ourselves, keeping us open, keeping us tender, keeping those feelers out, because you never know what they're going to pick up. You might pick up on the fact that someone next door to you is really suffering. You know, even though that person might not even realize that they are suffering. They might just come off as being angry, but usually there's always an emotion underneath that anger. So if they are angry, and if you have a tender heart and you're open, you're going to come to that person with compassion. You're automatically going to come to that person with a softer approach. If this is shut down and you're acting out of fear, you're probably going to meet them with more anger, you know, and that is pretty much the opposite of what we all need right now. So I just hope that this video is a help to you on your journey to talk about and learn about self-love and how it directly affects you and everybody else around you. So I really hope that you are all staying happy and healthy and safe. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all very soon.